And I've shifted my kind of work schedule. I'm now waking up and like doing project stuff at 5 just because there's not enough hours in the day. What time is it? 11:15 on Tuesday. Doing content, I think it's really important to just throw something out there, see if it'll stick, and who knows, it might change your business. Man, where is it at? I literally used it. I had it as a link, but I've kind of not processed it really. I was looking earlier, like kind of prepping for this call. I think I've spent like a total of like 20 or something hours in the last 3 weeks working on like my pipeline and my process and everything. All right, guys, it is, what time is it? 11:15 on Tuesday. Kind of getting started late here on the video. I probably have already put in a portion of talking to some other agents. Those agents are the ones that I was at the Under the Hood conference with. We decided to set up a call. I think we said monthly. I think that's what we're doing. Maybe quarterly. Can't exactly remember. But regardless, we're going to start. I think it's quarterly. We're going to start meeting a couple times a year and just kind of catching up with each other and seeing how our agencies are going. If you guys watch this video, you know I'm huge on collaboration. I am. I've talked about it in the vlogs before, but I'd be completely lost if I wasn't, having other agents to kind of pick their brain and pop. I mean, I'm looking at my calendar here. I'm on 3 different calls this week that are all about collaboration and talking to other agents. So really big. I said it in the call. I don't know if it was on this video or not, but I'm a firm believer that there's, 150,000 ways to cook this cake, and the cake being, building an insurance agency from scratch. And I'm gonna pick the brain of every single person and take a piece of their recipe and add it to my recipe to make this, make this thing work. So that's what that call was about, and super grateful to have the opportunity to talk to other people and get their perspectives on what's going on in their agencies and their areas of the country, and kind of, hear from their expertise. So really grateful for that. Hey Cassandra, wanted to jump on here one more time and send over another video proposal for you. I say another because I was doing some end of the quarter clean out that I always do on my pipeline for quotes sent out. So column B here is going to be your coverages. If it's highlighted yellow here, that means we've improved the coverage in some way that we feel like it's necessary for you to take a look at. With all that being said, let's jump into the actual coverage here. So dwelling coverage, we're going to be improving from $313,000 to $328,000. $4,826 a year is what your annual premium is for both packages, or for both policies. Annual savings of $476, and then we're still improving your coverage, which is nice. $29,000 in coverage improvements and endorsements. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't tell you a couple of things about myself and then Bison Ridge Insurance. I'm going to pull this up full screen. So as for myself, what I bring to the table is as a business owner is there's not a lot of other insurance agencies, and in Coweta specifically, that the business owner, the agency owner, is answering the phones, handling the policies, those type of things. I'm still new enough into the business that I'm handling every single interaction. So when you call in, you're going to talk to me. I have a back office team that supports me, but for client-facing interactions, you're only going to talk to me. So that means every time you talk to your insurance agent, you're going to talk to an expert, someone who knows you and is making sure you're covered correctly. I can tell you that the 2 greatest features I think Apple's ever created is the code feature that everyone talks about, where it pulls it over when they need verification code. And then the unread read feature on text messages has been huge. Oh, also send later. That's a big one. It's a big one. And I've shifted my kind of work schedule. I'm now waking up and like doing project stuff at 5 just because there's not enough hours in the day. And like I'm not going to text like a realtor or something at 5 in the morning, so I use send later a lot there. Yeah, that's why I feel so much better about approaching it this time, is because of the fact that it's like my phone's inbound ringing every day, so it's not like I don't have to have them survive. Where the first time was definitely like I was doing everything I could just to, you know how it is, you're just doing everything you can to make it. So I don't have anyone in my family that's in business, and I've made connections over the industry, but I mean, in my mind, and I know you're going to be humble about this, but you're the top guy to learn from. Like, you're my ability. Like, I take everything you say, I'm going to apply it. And what's going on, guys? It is Friday around noon. I am about to shoot content. I kind of wanted to show you guys my setup, what I do probably like twice, maybe 3 times a week. Quickly set this up, shoot videos. I'm shooting new ads for the podcast, the Green Country Conversations podcast, and then I'm also shooting some talking head videos, the ones that go out on Tuesday. And so I want to show you kind of my setup here, and then see if we can knock this out. I have a timer set for 1 hour. I'm trying to knock out 15 videos in 1 hour. So we'll see if we can do that. Let me show you the setup. So luckily I have a space I can use. This is our church's coffee shop. So I set up some lights. I have my tripod here with my script. So that's a little bit of how I do it. I'm a firm believer that even if it's content done, 75% of the way and not the greatest quality, which I do think my content's good quality, but I think that having some content is better than no content. So if you're a business owner and you've been on the fence about doing content, I think it's really important to just throw something out there, see if it'll stick, and who knows, it might change your business. We've all been told that bundling your home and auto insurance is the best way to save money. But what if I told you that may be a lie? Because in Oklahoma, that's not always true. A trick some insurance companies use is jacking up the home rates so that when you bundle, it makes it look like a deal. Just last week, I had one of my clients paying $3,200 a year to one of our competitors, and you guessed it, she was bundled. By unbundling and moving her insurance over to us, we saved her a whopping $700 a year. Curious to see if bundling is actually saving you money? Comment bundle below, and I'll shoot you a message with some information. Or give us a call or shoot us a text at 918-921-8725. Remember, at Bison Ridge Insurance, you're more than a policy number.